architect's calling. Why I build before I build. Every structure begins twice. First in spirit and then in the earth. Welcome back to Shamatic Teaching. In our last conversation, we asked one question. What have we forgotten? Today, I want to ask another. Who remembers how to build a civilization? Not simply building. A civilization, because there is a difference. Anyone can construct a wall, and very few people look to build their legacy. People often ask me, Freddie, are you an architect? My answer surprised them. I tell them I'm an indigenous architectural developer by calling and my indigenous stewardship of pointership of indigenously, autochtonously American. Architect is one of the languages I use. I study it, I practice it, I imagine it, I design it through tools that I use when growing up and things of this nature. I had meetings with architects and from neighborhoods in the school, Chicago public school system. Therefore, it was almost a silence thing about me. Before there was architect, there is a purpose. Before there is engineering, there is vision. Before there is construction, there is relationship. The blueprint already exists inside the mind long before it reaches the paper. I didn't wake up wanting to design beautiful buildings. I woke up asking, how do I feel? How can I heal the communities? The question changed everything because healing isn't only emotional. Healing is environmental. Healing is educational. Healing is economical. Healing is spiritual. Healing is architectural. The spaces we build influence how we live together and how we feel within it. When I design something like Aniikaya Mound Village, I'm not simply imagining homes. I'm asking, how do people reconnect with the land? How can the children grow up surrounded by nature rather than isolation? How do elders pass down wisdoms to the young generation? How do architects and culture support one another? For me, those are design questions. Some people see cities and see circles. I see communities and continuity. Some people see mounds. I see remembrance. Some people see buildings. I see communities. Architects never just about appearance. It's reflecting values. Every generation leaves behind a signature. Some leaves monuments, some leaves roads, some leaves libraries, some leave forests, some leaves debt, some leaves healing. The question every generation must ask is what we what will we leave behind? What will we just leave behind? The world often celebrates speed. I celebrate stewardship. The world asks, how fast can we build? I ask, how long will it serve? The world asks, how much profit? I ask, how much purpose? Being an indigenous developer to me is meaning thinking beyond next projects. It means considering whether a place strengthens relationships with the land, with neighbors, and with future generations. Development within memory can become extraction. So, development without memory can be extraction. And we know there's a lot of extraction going on. Development with stewardship can become restoration, restorational, inspirational, restorational. I believe architect can teach. A doorway teaches welcome. A public square teaches community. A garden teaches patience. A school teaches possibility. A home teaches belonging. Every space shapes behavior. That's why design carries responsibility. Before, I ask, or people ask me where these ideas come from. Where does these ideas come from? They come from observation, from studying history, from paying attention to nature, from listening to elders, from asking difficult questions, from imagining a future where innovation and traditions are not enemies. We are living in a remarkable age. Artificial intelligence, advanced materials, renewable energy, global communication. These are powerful tools, but tools alone do not tell us why we build. Purpose must guide innovation. Otherwise, we risk creating impressive systems that do not strengthen our communities. That's why I often say architect and architectural is medicine. Not because a building cures illness, but because throughout places can support dignity, learning, connection, well being. And if you're listening today, you do not have to become an architect. You don't have to become a developer, but you can become a steward. You can, and we can, and you can ask, how do I leave my neighborhood better than I found it? How do I build trust? How do I build opportunity? How do I build hope? Because every one of us is building something: a family, a business, a classroom, a moment, a community, or chaos. My calling is to imagine places where culture, sustainability, and long term thinking meets at that light. The journey continues every day. I don't claim to have all the answers, but I believe we shall keep asking better questions to keep building with care. So I leave you with this thought. Don't measure your life only by what you own. Measure it by what you build that continues to serve others after you're gone. Because a legacy isn't what people remember about you. A legacy is what continues to help people because of you. I'm Freddie A. Williams. Thank you for joining me for this another episode of Shermatic Teaching. Until next time, remember the land, honor the wisdom, and build with purpose. Ashe.